hoping it's not too late to find her and to find forgiveness for both of us. I used to believe in the system. Maybe not completely, but enough to think that if something terrible happened, someone in a uniform would help. In Los Angeles, that belief shriveled fast. The first time I went to the police station, I wore my cleanest shirt and tried to keep my voice steady. I waited an hour just to be seen, sitting on a plastic chair under harsh fluorescent lights. The room smelled of sweat, cheap coffee, and tired hope. When my turn came, the officer barely looked at me. "Runaway?" he asked, scribbling without looking up. "My daughter. She's been gone for years, but I saw her. I know she's here. She's in trouble." He raised an eyebrow, flipping through a battered folder. "How old is she now?" 18. Just turned. The look he gave me was worse than a slap. "That makes her an adult. She can make her own decisions, ma'am." I tried to argue, voice rising. "She's not safe. She's being exploited. I know it. Please, He cut me off. "Unless she's a danger to herself or someone else, there's not much we can do." He handed me a pamphlet about missing persons, and that was that. The shelters were no better. There were forms to fill out, waiting lists for runaways, rules about curfews and proof of residence. One social worker, a woman with kind eyes and tired hands, did her best to soften the blow. "We're full every night," she said, "but if she checks in, we'll call you." She promised, but I could tell she didn't expect it to happen. Sometimes I'd show up with Lynn's photo and get nothing but blank stares, like I was asking for a miracle no one had to spare. Other times, a flash of recognition, someone might have seen her, or maybe it was just another girl with the same look in her eyes. False hope became a kind of torture. Once I sat through a support group for parents of missing kids. We were supposed to take turns sharing, but all I could do was listen. Stories so much like mine, voices breaking, some clinging to hope, others already hollowed out by loss. I watched the clock, thinking of all the hours I'd wasted waiting for someone else to find my child. Some nights I called the hotline numbers just to hear a stranger's voice, to feel less alone. Most of the time, I hung up before anyone answered. I started to wonder if the world was built to break mothers like me, if every door was meant to slam shut until I stopped asking for help. But I didn't stop. Every rejection made me angrier, more stubborn. If the system wouldn't save Lynn, I'd have to do it myself. I didn't know how, but I knew I couldn't count on anyone else. So I hit the streets harder, holding tighter to hope, letting the city's indifference turn to fuel. Maybe it wasn't much, but it was all I had left. It was a Tuesday afternoon when I got the call. I was in the back booth of a donut shop, staring at the last cold sips of coffee, when my phone buzzed. An unfamiliar number. For a split second, I thought it might be Lynn. Instead, it was Eddie, the outreach worker. "Deborah, I think we got something. One of our girls saw someone matching your daughter's description near the bus depot on 6th. Blue jacket, long hair, said she looked sick, was with a group. If you hurry, you might catch her." Hope struck me like lightning. I left a crumpled dollar on the counter and ran, my heart thudding so hard it hurt. My hands shook so badly I fumbled my keys twice. The city blurred past in streaks of gray and sun. All the way to the depot I prayed, "Please, let it be her. Let me be fast enough." The bus depot was chaos. Lines of people, security guards, pigeons picking at dropped food. I pushed through the crowd, holding Lynn's photo in the air, asking everyone I passed, "Did you see a girl in a blue jacket? Long brown hair? Please, she's sick. She needs help." A young man nodded toward a row of benches. "She was here, like 5 minutes ago. Left with some others, went down that alley." I ran. My legs burned, lungs raw as I followed the alleyway behind the depot. The stink of urine and trash nearly choked me, but I kept going, eyes darting to every figure hunched in the shadows. Then I saw her. At least I thought it was her. A girl in a blue jacket, head down, surrounded by 3 others. Her walk was off, her steps dragging. "Lynn!" I shouted, my voice cracking, desperate and wild. She looked up. For a heartbeat, I was sure it was her. Those same haunted eyes, that familiar slouch. But as I drew closer, the girl shrank away, fear flashing across her face. It wasn't Lynn, just another runaway, another lost child wearing my daughter's pain. One of the others glared at me, stepping between us. "Get out of here, lady. Don't you know these streets eat people like you?" I stumbled back, humiliation and heartbreak twisting inside me. For a moment, I just stood there, dizzy and lost, the city whirling on without me. The hope I'd felt was already dissolving into self-loathing. I'd let myself believe just for a second that it was possible. My daughter, found at last. Instead, I was left with empty hands and the echo of her name on my tongue. I walked back to my car slowly, each step heavier than the last. The sun was setting by the time I collapsed behind